Hey, welcome guys. Today we are going to learn how to convert from binary to hexadecimal and vice versa. This is pretty easy. All you have to do is group numbers from binary going to hexadecimal by fours, starting from the right and going to the left. So the idea is you're grouping them starting from the right and then going to the left like this. So the first goal is just to group your numbers. After that, all you have to do is convert each one individually into a hexadecimal number. And you can do that with the help of this chart up here. On the actual test that you have, you guys will be filling out this chart anyway, so you'll have access to a chart to look off of. So the idea is we just want to look at each one individually and convert it to a 0 through F number. So 1011, that is 11, or B. 0101, that's 5. 1100, I'm pretty sure that is C. Yeah, because it's 12. 1110, that is E, 14. 0110, this one is going to be 6. And then 1011 is B again. So if you convert this, that just is B, 6, E, C, 5, B. Let's do it again. So you group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's going to be 9 different letters here. Just so you guys know, if for some reason this number over here did not have 4 digits in it, you would have to just put zeros in front of it in order to make a number. So for example, if this was like 10 at the end instead of 1000, you just have to put 2 zeros right here to see the fact that it is a binary number still. Okay, let us keep going. 0101, that is 5. 1010, that's 10, or A. Then we have 0100, that is 4. 110, that is 6. 111 is 7. 1101, that one is 13, or D. Okay. And then we have 1011, that one is going to be, I'm pretty sure is 11, so that is B. And 1110, that is 14, or E. And then 1000, that is 8. So if you're going to invert this, we have 8, E, B, D, 7, 6, 4, A, 5. All right, now if we go the opposite direction, so all we have to do now is just take each one individually and just convert each one into a binary number. So if you're going from hexadecimal to binary, it's also pretty easy. A is 1, 0, 1, 0. 7 is 0, 1, 1, 1. The big thing here is you still need to write 4 different numbers for each one, even if it starts with a 0. F is 1, 1, 1, 1, and 3 is 0, 0, 1, 1. So if I were to put this all together, it would be 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. All right. And the last one of the section, we're comparing this. So D is 1, 1, 0, 1. And then 2 is 0, 0, 1, 0. 3 is 0, 0, 1, 1. 9 is 1, 0, 0, 1. A is 1, 0, 1, 0. And E is 1, 1, 1, 0. And that's your number. That's how you convert. All right, last section. This one is converting our base 10 number system to another number system. And you will be using the Desmos scientific calculator in order to do this. I will be just using my phone calculator right now. You can, as long as you can divide and add, you should be good to go. So 47 base 10, your goal is to convert that to a binary number. The way you do that is take 47 and you're going to divide it by the base. In this case, the base is 2. So what we're going to do is take how many times 2 goes into 47. We know that goes into it 23 times. So if you were to do that on your calculator, 47 divided by 23 would give you 2.04. Basically meaning there is a remainder of 1 after you do it. So because 2 times 23 is 46. If you subtract, it's 1, remainder 1. Okay, so that's the first step. The next step is to take 2, again, and divide it by the new number you found, which is 23. 2 goes into 23 11 times. So 2 times 11 is 22. Subtract is 1, so we have a remainder of 1. We do it again. 2 goes into 11 how many times? 5 times, with a remainder of 1. Then 2 goes into 5 2 times, with a remainder of 1. Then 2 goes into 2 1 time, with a remainder of 0. Finally, 2 goes into 1 0 times. This is when you know you want to end. Whenever the number outside goes into the number inside no times, that is when it's finished. There is still a remainder of 1, though, that's based on this 1 right here. So you have remainder 1. To write your final answer, what you want to do is start from the bottom up. So this will be the first number you write. So 1 from left to right. The next will be the 0. Then this 1 right here. Then this one. Then this one. Then this one. So 47 in base 2, so 47 base 10 in base 2 is 10, 1111. And you can always convert the binary number back into decimal if you want to check your answer. Let's try the next one. So the next one, we have 274, and we want to divide that by 2. 2 goes in 274, and you can always do this on your calculator. Do 274 divided by 2 is 137. So we know 2 goes into 274 137 times, and there is no remainder when you do that. Next, you want to take 2 and 137, and then we can say 2 goes into 137. Let's see how many times. So 137 divided by 2 is 68.5. So 68 with a remainder of 1. And we say, how many times does 2 go into 68? Let me write farther a little down. 2 goes into 68 34 times with no remainder. Okay, then 2 goes into 34, how many times? 17 with no remainder. But then 2 goes into 17 8 times with a remainder of 1. 2 goes into 8 4 times with no remainder. 2 goes into 4 2 times with no remainder. 2 goes into 2 once with no remainder. And finally, 2 goes into 1 0 times with a remainder of 1. So again, we're going to start from the bottom, this 1 right here, and then work our way up. So 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 0. And that's 274 in base 2. Okay. Cool. Let's try the next one. 7,712. All right. So we have 7,712 divided by 2. So we do 7,712 divided by 2 is 3,856, but with no remainder. Then we do 2 and 3,856. Divide that by 2. You get 1,928 with no remainder. Then you have 2 into 1,928. Divide that by 2. You get 964, again with no remainder. Take that, divide it by 2. 4,802. Oh, my bad. I wrote it in the wrong spot. So you have 964. And then we divide that by 2 is 482 with no remainder. You want to keep on going. So then you have 2 into 482, which is 241 with no remainder. Now we're going to get a remainder. So 241 divided by 2. So 241. We have 120 with a remainder of 1. Let's keep going. So 2 goes into 120. 60 times with no remainder. Now I got to work my way up. So now it's 60. So 2 goes into 60 30 times with no remainder. 2 goes into 30 15 times with no remainder. 2 goes into 15 7 times with a remainder of 1. 2 goes into 7 3 times the remainder of 1. 2 goes into 3 1 time with a remainder of 1. And then 2 goes into 1 0 times the remainder of 1. And now, again, we have to work from bottom to top. So we start with this 1 here, and then we'll work our way up. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3 zeros, then 1, then a bunch of zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Obviously, this is a very large number, but that's what it is. And then the next one, the answer key is online. So we're just going to move on to the last section. So this one, same idea. You're converting these numbers instead of into base 2. These are going to be into different bases. But the idea is the same. You just take 47, but instead of dividing it by 2 this time, we're going to divide it by 8. So basically, how many times does 8 go into 47? It goes into it 5 times. 8 times 5 is 40. If you were to subtract, you would get 7. Okay. So that means there is a remainder of 7. So that's the first section. The next thing we want to do is take 8 and divide it by, or 5 divided by 8. 8 goes into 5 0 times, so that has a remainder of 5. So that's it. It's 2 steps. Because 8 goes into 5 0 times, you can't use it. So the last answer is 57. So 47 base 10 is the same as 57 base 8. And again, you can check your answer by converting base 8 into base 10 again. Let's go to 274. So 274 divided by 8. So we just say, okay, 274 divided by 8 is 34.25. So I know it goes into it 34 times. But I'm not really sure what the remainder is. So what I can do is say 8 times 34 and get 272. With that, I can subtract and get 2. So we have a remainder of 2. So that's the first section. The next section, we have 34 divided by 8. 8 goes into 34. I know that 4 times. 8 times 4 is 32. So the remainder is 2. Okay. So now I have remainder 2, remainder 2. 8 goes into 4 0 times the remainder of 4. So that's the last step. We take that and we go 4, 2, 2. 4, 2, 2 as the final answer. 274 base 10 is 422 base 8. All right, let's do one more. All right, so you have 7,712 base 10 going into base 16. So this one will be a lot easier than previously, even because we don't have nearly as many steps as we did before. So we have 7,712 divided by 16 is 482. So we have 482 with no remainder. Then we say 16 goes into 482. How many times? Well, we can try. 482 divided by 16 is 30.125. So we have 30. I can just say 30 times 16 and get 480. So we have 480. If you subtract, that's 2. So we have a remainder of 2. 16 goes into 30 one time with a remainder of 14. All right, last step is 16 goes into 1 0 times, so with a remainder of 1. So the answer is kind of 1, 14, 2, 0, but because we're in hexadecimal, we do want to use the letters instead of like 14. So what we're going to do is 1, 14 is E, so 1 E, 2, 0. And that's how you would do that one. Cool. I guess we can do one more. Let us do this one right here. 45,425. So 45,425. Take that and divide it by 16. So do that in the calculator, 45,425. And divide that by 16. is 2,839. If I take that number, 2,839, and multiply it by 16, I would get 45,424. So just a nice remainder of 1. So that's the first step. All right, next step. So 16 into 2,839. So we take that number and divide it by 16 and get 177. So we'll have to take 177 and multiply it with 16 to get 2,832. So that right now we have a remainder of 7 for that section. And we have 16 into 177. 177 divided by 16 is 11 point something. So 11, and then we say 11 times 16 is 176. 176 is just a remainder of 1. Okay, we're almost done. 16 goes into 11 0 times with a remainder of 11. So that will be finished off because we know 16 goes into 11 0 times. Now we just write our final answer, starting with 11, but 11 is not a number we can write. Instead, we have to use the hexadecimal code, which is B, then 1, 7, and 1. Again, you're always working from bottom to top. All right, that covers everything we need to know about the number systems unit. You should take your practice test, do it together, finish up these notes online, try all the problems out that you can. Make sure you understand everything, and then get ready for your quiz coming up. All right, have an awesome day, guys.